Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Welcome back. And those of you that are new, welcome. Let's see what the talking heads on NBC and CNBC, as their heads explode about the really crappy economy, inflation, and gas prices. The ironic part of all this is, of course, these are the same mental pygmies that did everything in their power to make sure this happened by going against Trump and supporting Biden. Let's listen.
But perhaps worst, the squeeze at the gas station, which is only getting tighter, with the national average now higher than it's ever been, nearly $5 a gallon with no relief in sight.
It's ridiculous.
It is the most visible sign of the nation's soaring inflation, with rates at near 40-year highs, hitting every corner of the country. Experts say compared to last year, the average household is now paying $450 more per month for the same goods and services.
$450 per month average. The progressive Democrats are supposed to be the party of the lower income and people that are disadvantaged and blah, 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 blah. They're killing these people. And these people still vote Democrat. I can't figure it out.
Well, it's very painful, right? I mean, you got to make a hard choice. Do I fill my gas tank? Do I do my groceries? Do I pay my rent?
In the first quarter of 2022, household wealth dropped for the first time in 2 years, down from last year's record high. And according to a recent poll, nearly 3/4 of Americans say they've started cutting back on discretionary spending because of inflation.
Look, they hate.
Yeah. And now let's see what these guys who, remember the guy in the middle here, remember when Trump was president and he said, these are the numbers of our lives. And then a good way. Unemployment, stock market, just everything was going full tilt in a positive direction. And it looked like there was no end to it. We've never seen such prosperity ever in my lifetime, and I'm 65 years old. But here's the funny part. These are the same mental pygmies. And I do have to say, though, when he mentioned the numbers of our lives, he did it begrudgingly, like, I hate to admit it, but they did everything in their power to put Joe Biden in office. And now their heads are exploding with the repercussions of that. This climate change, it is an issue. How big of an issue? That's debatable. The point of it is, though, we're fools. The vast majority of the pollution and carbon going into the atmosphere is from China and India. We're killing ourselves while these guys crank out their coal-burning plants in their manufacturing facilities and will flood the world with their goods. We were the manufacturer of the world. Now we're not. And it's by design. Is this just about climate change? I'm not a tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist, but it looks like the people in charge of this country and other countries are doing everything in their power to destroy the United States economy. Let's listen to how disgusted they are. I think their disgust should be at the person in the mirror, frankly.
Fossil fuels. And a lot of the numbers that I think Brian's really good, but a lot of the numbers he talked about are not true. I mean, we're not producing as much as we did under President Trump. The idea that it's European, that it's the Europeans that are causing natural gas to go up a lot isn't true. We just were unprepared for this particular moment and don't have enough pipelines.
We didn't have enough pipelines. Isn't that interesting? I wonder how that happened. Keystone comes to mind.
Look, they hate fossil fuels. They don't want to go to the Permian and be seen with Scott Sheffield from Pioneer. They just don't want to do it. They think it's a really bad thing for the election. It's not, but it would help they're a little backward. If they made a deal with the so-called devil to be able to move the forward curve to say, guys, you got to start producing much, much more, oil would drop. They'd work with their refiners to try to figure out how to get more production.
We won't sit down with the leaders of the oil and gas industry because we think they're evil, dirty people. We won't sit down with them. It looks bad for this November's election. You're going to get killed anyway. You morons. Morons.
But, David, these are dirty companies. And they don't,
Yeah,
it's
they are.
better
No,
to not be seen with them.
They are making efforts to obviously reduce their carbon footprints. All the majors have the ambition of being carbon
But
neutral.
did you ever hear Biden
Scope
say
1 and
that?
2, by the way.
Have you
by
heard
2050.
Biden say, you know what, they're doing things and I want to break bread with them? Have you heard him say that?
Yeah, and that's the thing. They are trying to reduce their footprint. And he said, yeah, you're right. But you hear Biden saying it? Donald Trump was a businessman, a very successful one. He knows how to negotiate. He knows how to sit down with people and make deals. You guys wanted him gone. And now you're aggravated as hell. You're pissed. Look in the mirror every morning and say, I'm sorry to yourself and the American people. I won't sit down with these oil companies because they're evil. Therefore, I'll let this thing spiral out of control because I don't like you. They sound like 5-year-olds.
No.
No.
No. No.
No, it's like they're doing nothing. It's like the companies from the 70s. He is not in touch with business.
There should be a more robust dialogue.
It could be a more robust dialogue. He's trying to walk the line. Tell the damn truth.
I don't know to what extent there is. Deese referred to it. I don't know. But
look how disgusted he is on the right. Look, he is so disgusted with this dialogue. The time to tell the truth was all of 2020. You decided not to do that. You wanted Trump gone. Now, did you want Biden in? Maybe not, but that's not the point. He was the Democratic candidate. So getting Trump out got Biden in. You did this. You people with influence and spreading corporate money did this. Stop your bitching.
Certainly could imagine a more robust dialogue around all of these
Maybe it was more
issues.
unionized. Then he talked to them.
They don't consider them a partner to a certain extent or a trusted partner in the energy transition.
But so the Saudis are better? Is it better to go to Saudi Arabia?
No.
Is it better to buy from Saudi Arabia than your own oil and gas companies? Than your oil and natural gas companies? And the answer is no. Of course it's not better, but that's exactly what they're doing.
No, it isn't. But at the same time, we do have this climate change issue, which is not an insignificant one. And
so
it keeps
deal
coming.
with the devil.
Every year.
Saudi Arabia, not Permian. So the Saudis are better friends of the United States than Western Texas. All right, fine.
That's exactly what it is. Saudi Arabia is better friends with the United States than Western Texas. I've been trying to downplay the amicable divorce, civil war, whatever term you want to use. They're isolating their own people, the Biden administration and the progressives. But the problem is they're flushing us all down the toilet together. This is what you guys push for. Biden voters, this is what you voted for. We tried to tell you. In fact, even I, and many influential people, me not being one with a small channel, but big channels, many networks, said this would be coming. And even I and they never thought it would be this bad. He's exactly right. They would rather do business with Saudi Arabia and oil and natural gas than West Texas. It's exactly right. It's insane. And you guys act outraged. You're pissed. You're frustrated. because the person that would have sat down and worked out a plan with the oil and natural gas companies in the U.S. was Donald Trump, and you wanted him gone. Okay, quit your bitching. Be careful what you wish for. You may well get it. In fact, I think there's an Aztec saying, when the gods want to punish us, they answer our prayers. Until the next time, goodbye and good luck.